Perfect. Welcome to the Node.js Foundation Technical Steering Committee. It's January the 16th, 2019, and we'll go straight to the agenda. And we start with, are there any public announcements anyone has? Just give that a little bit minute, but. So it doesn't sound like there are anyone. So let's go to the first issue on the agenda, which is it's pull request 25008. And I believe that this was tagged for the TSC a while back. And at that time, there were no reviews or anything like that. There were no approvals or comments. But since then, there has been, there are at least 2 approvals and there are 2 reviews. So I'm not exactly sure if there's anything else apart from just bringing this to our attention. Does anyone else feel differently?
I think we should take this back to GitHub for now, at least.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'll just make a note of that. So we'll go to the next item, which is Node module version for Electron major releases. And this is issue 651. And I'm not sure that anyone really involved in this is on the call today. And does anyone have any background information about this one? So with the risk of maybe being incorrect, what I've understood is that Electron 3 and Electron 4, they had an incident where they had the same ABI identifier for Electron itself, which sort of unraveled this issue, which is with modules being compiled with one version against, and at least my understanding of it was that the packages that were built with, for example, Electron 3, they had a specific node version. I don't know the exact one. And they included the node module version in it. But after that, they also, since there were no changes, from between Electron 3 and Electron 4, the node version used in both of those, there had not been any ABI changes for in Node itself. So the Node module version hadn't been updated. But for Electron, there were ABI changes because they changed from, I think, the build system, and they also changed from OpenSSL to boring SSL. And that meant that there are failures when they try to link packages that were built for one version against the other. So what they are requesting is to have specific node module versions so they can identify these types of issues and have it fail out before the dynamic linker actually gives them an error. And what they're asking, or what the issue is asking about, is to make a decision between either having these versions in the node versions header, or if we should have them in a document that gets updated. And that's what Rod was suggesting. And not sure how much sense that made for people, but I'm a little uncertain about what the action here would be for us, or if we just kick it back and try to comment on the issue, or try to bring it up next week. But I think this is a major issue for Electron, as they're having problems with packages now.
I think this was brought for us to have some discussion and come to an agreement, because there were several opinions mentioned in the GitHub issue, and I don't think that this is the correct time to do that, because we do not have quorum, and there is not anyone here on the call who have been active in the previous discussion. So in my opinion, we should defer until we have a quorum, and until there will be someone from the previous discussion on the call. Okay. So
yep,
let's defer until next time.
So we'll move on to the next item, which is 650, and that is nominating Rich Trott to rejoin the TSC. Are there any objections about that? It sounds like we could just approve it here and now, even though there are not that many of us. So I'll ask, are there any objections?
No objections. I think that it actually passed on GitHub, so this is mostly an announcement here, and in case there are any final objections, but they look not, so this
perfect.
looks like solved to me.
Sounds good. Thanks for that. And the next item is tracking issues for updating TSC board meetings, and that's issue 476. And I guess as Miles is not here today, I don't think we can really go forward with that, because I believe it's only him that's on those meetings. Yeah, okay, great. The next one is the strategic initiatives, which is issue 423, and go through them. Well, the first one is modules, but Miles is not here. Next one is an API, but Michael Dawson is not here, and OpenSSL evolution is Rod, but I don't think Rod's here now. And workers, Anna's not here. Error messages is not here. Governance. I don't think anyone is here who is a champion for any of the strategic initiatives. So I guess we'll do the same there. So this is very quick. Are there any, I should probably check if there are any questions. Let me just check the, YouTube, is what I'm trying to say. And if there are any questions there. Sorry, some scary feedback from myself then. No, there don't seem to be any questions there, so just maybe check the chat. Okay. Okay, well, yes, that's everything then. If no one has anything else, that was maybe the quickest meeting ever. So I guess I can't close the stream. I'll probably have to wait for Matteo to help us out with that. But yeah, I guess we're done for today. So thanks very much, guys, for everyone joining. and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.